Most creators don't make money, not because they're not talented, not because they don't post enough, not because the algorithm hates them, but because they're building content without structure. And today I will give you the 3 core steps to build a successful and profitable social media account. These 3 steps are the foundation of my personal system that I developed after years of working on Instagram. My full framework is a structured 7-step system, but since this is a limited mini masterclass and there is a lot of depth inside of each step, obviously I cannot fit the entire 7-step structure into 30 minutes. That full 7-step system is inside my program You Can Zaharia Method. But today I will give you the 3 core steps that you can start implementing immediately. And even just applying these 3 correctly, you will already start seeing results because structure changes everything. Now, let me introduce myself properly. My name is Tamara Zaharia and I'm not just a content creator. I'm also a social media manager with over 5 years of experience working across completely different niches. I worked with moving companies, beauty brands, makeup artists, fitness coaches, real estate agents, and even soft niches like astrology and numerology, you name it. And because I worked across so many niches, I was able to identify something very important. No matter the niche, the core strategy of growth and monetization is pretty much the same. Whether you are a complete beginner, a content creator who wants brand deals, an expert building authority, or a business owner growing your page, the foundation is pretty much the same. There are small nuances, yes, but the structure is pretty much identical. And the most important thing, you need a clear system and you need a clear goal. And in my professional opinion, the main goal should always be monetization, profit. Because Instagram is not just a social media platform, it is a marketing platform, it is a digital storefront. And in my professional opinion, the main goal should always be monetization, profit, because Instagram is not just a social media platform, it is a marketing platform, it is a digital storefront. Even if you are a lifestyle creator, you are still selling something. You're selling your image, your storytelling, your content production skills. Brands don't pay you for posting. They pay you because you can sell through content. And I truly don't believe in posting consistently just because. Content creation takes time, energy, mental work. If you're not building it towards income, what's the long-term plan? I have done over 100 consultations across different niches. I've helped people grow from 0 followers to thousands. And the most important part, the moment we structured monetization clearly, they started making money within the first month. Different niches, same structure. I built my own platform from 0 to over 100,000 followers organically. My main source of income is my account. And when I became a mom, I realized how powerful that decision was because now I work from home. I create content, I consult, I teach, I run masterclasses like this one, and I can be with my child. That is leverage, that is structure. That is what happens when you treat Instagram as a business, not just a hobby. And today I'm going to show you the 3 core steps that create that structure. So let's start. And let's start with step 1. And obviously it's monetization. And I know this is not what most people expect. Most people think I need to grow first, I need more followers first, I need better content or to go viral. But no, you need a simple goal and a system. You need to decide, how am I getting paid? Because everything changes after that. So let me give you a real example. I had a student in my course. She was a lifestyle content creator based in New York. She had around 1,000 followers. She was posting random but nice content like restaurants, outfits, coffee places, little unboxings. There was nothing wrong with it, but it was super random and there was no direction. I couldn't tell right away what is she about and what can I get from her page. So when she watched the first lesson in my course, which is monetization, by the way, because in my method monetization is always step 1, she realized something very simple. She needs a goal, and her goal was simple. She wants to work with brands. That one direction changed her entire strategy. Because if you want brand deals, you can't just post pretty life moments. Leave it to big influencers. You need to show that you can sell through content. You need structured product videos. You need storytelling. You need proof that you understand marketing so brands can see why they should pay you. So she stopped filming random clips and started filming with structure and a different approach. And in my course, I literally break down how to shoot UGC videos step by step. I show real video examples of other creators. I show script structure. I show how to build a portfolio, how to build a media kit, how to pitch to brands, even where to find them. I even share my brand's email list and the apps you can actually use to get collaborations. So she used those apps. She started going to restaurants for free in exchange for content. She filmed properly structured videos. She built her portfolio, she started pitching, and now, even with a small audience, she is working with brands. Some barter, but some paid. She's making around $200 to $300 per video, and now we're moving her into selling packages instead of single videos. And also because of a clear positioning, now her audience is growing fast as well, because people understand who she is and what content they can expect. So do you see the difference? Before, it was random lifestyle content, and after, portfolio building strategy. Same girl, same niche, different monetization clarity. That's what step 1 does. The most important step, in my opinion, because when you know your monetization, you know what content you have to record. Now, let's take another niche like fitness. Fitness is huge, but fitness is very broad. Let's say you're a fitness coach. You need to position yourself properly. You can't be a fitness coach for everyone. Who exactly are you talking to? Because if you are posting heavy gym workouts and bodybuilding content, you're not talking to a postpartum mom like I am. And I will tell you from personal experience, as a mom, I want 15-minute recovery workouts at home, light, Pilates, stretching, and I'm not going to buy from someone who is in hardcore lifting. That's different audience, different positioning, and different monetization. And also inside my course, there is a full lesson just on these, target audience, clarity, and positioning, because if you don't define these, your content stays confusing. And in fitness, monetization is actually very simple, but only if you structure it. So you can sell one-on-one coaching, online programs, mini workouts, guides, checklists, subscriptions, but you can't sell everything to everyone. You need to choose. Then you build content around that. That's monetization first. So now let's talk about product. If you sell a product, physical or digital, the system is pretty much the same. You don't just post buy this. You explain why it's different, why it solves a problem, why it's better than alternatives. And this is also something I break down inside the program much deeper, how to create educational selling content that doesn't feel too pushy, but can still go viral easily, especially with my 20 viral hacks lesson, where I show real video examples. Because modern selling is not aggressive, it's structured storytelling. So again, lifestyle content creator, brand-focused content. Fitness coach, clearly defined target audience and offer. Product business, educational authority content. 3 completely different directions. That's why copying someone else's strategy doesn't work. Monetization determines content, always. And once that becomes clear, everything else becomes much easier. So now let's move to step 2, because once you know how you're getting paid, then we build the content system around it. So the content system, and this is where most people think the problem is. They say, my content isn't good, or my videos don't go viral, the algorithm doesn't push me, the algorithm hates me. But honestly, most of the time the issue is not quality, it's simply structure, because content without structure feels random, and random content creates random results. So I simplify content into 3 categories. That's it. Just 3. The first one is growth content, second, authority content, and third, monetization content. If you balance these 3, your account becomes very powerful. So let me explain. So first, growth content is what brings new people. This is where you focus on hooks, strong openings, relatable problems, bold statements, contrarian opinions, scroll-stopping ideas. For example, let's take fitness. A weak hook might sound like leg workout routine. No one cares if you are not a big name already in fitness industry, right? So now let me show you much stronger hooks. For example, stop doing ab workouts if you still have belly fat. Or if you're a postpartum mom, this workout mistake is slowing your recovery. Or why your workouts aren't changing your body. In psychology niche, for example, instead of starting your video with, today I want to talk about anxiety, this is too broad, this is too soft. Instead, you can use these hooks. If you overthink everything, this is why. Or the reason you're emotionally exhausted has nothing to do with stress. Or stop calling this confidence, it's actually avoidance. So do you feel the difference? The topic is the same, but one version blends in, the other one interrupts the scroll. That's growth content. And inside my course, I go much deeper into hook psychology. I don't just give you ideas. I explain why certain hooks trigger curiosity, ego, fear, identity, or urgency. And I also give 100+ proven hook templates you can adapt to literally any niche. Because growth is not random, it's actually engineered. And once you understand that, your views stop feeling accidental. So second, authority content. And authority content builds trust. This is where you speak, this is where you teach, explain, break things down, show the process. And let's take the fitness example. So before, just random workouts, and after, you could say, if you're a postpartum mom, stop doing intense workouts in your first 3 months. Now, she's positioning herself as someone who understands a specific audience, postpartum moms. So authority content makes people think, okay, she knows what she's talking about. Let's be honest, a lot of experts talk, but they don't actually structure. So I give frameworks like problem, mistake, correction, simple solution. When you follow structure, authority becomes clear. Okay, and now the most important one, monetization content. And this is where most people feel uncomfortable. They think that selling means being pushy, but no, selling is showing. Selling is actually explaining, showing results, showing transformation, showing offers clearly and creating a funnel. So let's go back to the lifestyle content creator. Even a lifestyle content creator can do monetization content. So for example, my client, she never mentioned working with brands. And after she started showing, today I film content for a restaurant, and she showed the behind the scenes. Or here's how I structured this UGC video. Or here's how much brands typically pay for this. That's monetization content. Soft, natural, integrated. And in my course, I literally show how to rotate these 3 types weekly. For example, 2 growth videos, 2 authority, and 1 monetization. So that's structure. Because if you only do growth, you grow but don't earn. If you only sell, people leave. If you only teach, you become the free advice account. Balance is power. Now, let's apply this to product. If you sell a product and you only post buy now, that won't work. You need growth content, which is problem awareness. Authority content, why your solution works. Monetization content, offer clearly presented. Inside the content module of my course, I do much deeper into this. I show exact reel formats that are working right now. I break down video examples. I explain how to script properly. I even show how to build carousels in Canva step by step, because carousels are performing beautifully right now. And once you see content as categories instead of what should I post today, everything becomes much easier. You're not guessing anymore. You're rotating strategically. So now you see the pattern. Monetization defines direction. Content builds attention and trust. But there is still one more piece, because even with good content, you can still lose money. And that's where step 3 comes in. Traffic and funnel. And in my opinion, a lot of creators seems to forget about it. So now let's talk about the part nobody wants to talk about, because it's not as fun as content. But this is where money is actually made. So traffic and funnel. And I'm going to say something very simple. Posting alone is not enough. You can have great hooks, great authority, great monetization content, but if you don't capture attention, you lose it. Let me explain. Not everyone buys immediately. Some people watch you for 30 days, some for 3 months, some for a year. If your only strategy is here's my link in bio, well, you're losing your warm leads every single day. That's why you need a simple system behind your content. Not complicated, not super technical, just structured. For example, you post a reel, you say comment guide, and I will send it to you. They comment, they automatically receive a DM. Inside that DM, you send a free checklist, a freebie, or a mini guide, or a short training, a video. Now they are in your world. You collect their information like email, name, or IG nickname. That's funnel. And no, this is not advanced marketing, this is basic structure. Inside my course, I show exactly how to set this up step by step. How to use ManyChat. This is a software which sends those freebies automatically, so you don't need to sit behind the wheel every single day. I also show how to structure automated replies, how to collect emails, and how to build a simple lead magnet, because you definitely need that, and how to position your offer naturally inside that flow. A lead magnet is something valuable that you give for free in exchange for someone's contact information, usually their email or a DM interaction. It's a small specific solution to a specific problem. For example, if you are a fitness coach, you can do something like a free 7-day workout plan. If you are a psychologist, you can do a 5-question anxiety self-check guide. If you are a content creator, 20 viral hook templates. If you sell skincare, you can do how to build your routine, a small PDF. Instead of just saying buy from me, you say comment guide and I will send you this free checklist. They receive value first, you receive their contact. Now they're a warm lead, not just a random follower. Because here's the truth, Instagram is rented land. Your email list is an asset. Your DM automation is leverage. So let's go to the fitness example. If you're targeting postpartum moms, instead of just posting workouts, you could say, comment recovery and I will send you my 7-day gentle workout plan. Now, instead of just getting views, you're building a list of women who are actually interested. And later, when you launch your program, you are not talking to random followers. You're talking to warm leads. You can send an email to them showing your program. Same with psychology. Instead of just saying book a session, you could say comment reset and I will send you my 5-question anxiety self-check. That's funnel. It's not too pushy, it's structured. And once you understand this, you stop hoping people will magically buy. You guide them. And that's the difference between content creator and a digital entrepreneur. Inside my course, there is a full module where I explain funnel logic very simply. No complicated tech language, just attention, capture, nurture, offer. Because if you only focus on views, you will always feel unstable. One viral video, oh, you're gonna be happy. Next video, low views, oh my god, you're gonna panic. But if you focus on building a system behind your content, your income becomes more predictable. And that's the goal, not just random virality, but predictable monetization. So now you see the 3 core steps. Monetization defines direction. Content builds attention and authority. Traffic and funnel convert attention into income. If one of these missing, the system collapses. And yes, this is only 3 steps out of my full 7-step framework. But even just these 3, if you implement them properly, can completely change how you approach Instagram. And let me be very direct with you. If you came here just for free tips, you already got them. If you're here because you are serious about building income, this is where a real decision starts. Because what I showed you today is strategy. But strategy without execution is entertainment. And I'm here to help you build a system, a real one. The full You Can Zaharia method is my complete 7-step framework. This is not how to post on Instagram. This is how to build a profitable digital asset. Inside the program, we don't guess. We define your monetization model clearly. We structure your position. We engineer your content. We build your funnel. We create predictable income mechanics. You get a full monetization blueprint, tailored thinking, not random ideas. A complete content module around 10 structured lessons breaking down reels, scripting, hooks, viral mechanics, carousels, Canva tutorials, my 100 proven hooks, my 20+ viral hacks, UGC system with brand email list, pitch script, media kit structure, automation and funnel setup, step by step. This is everything I use, everything I tested and tested with my clients as well. Everything that built my platform from 0 to 100,000 followers. Everything that allows me to work from home, build income online and not depend on a 9 to 5. And let me say something important. This program is not for people who just want to try. It's for people who are done playing with Instagram. If you are still thinking, I'll see, maybe later, maybe next month, well, this is not for you. But if you're thinking that I'm tired of guessing, I'm tired of posting randomly and not getting views, I'm tired of not seeing money, then you already know what you need to do. Because the difference between people who grow and people who stay stuck is speed of decision. Right now, the QR code is on your screen. Scan it and join. Start building correctly, not emotionally, not randomly, but strategically. You can spend the next 6 months testing by yourself, maybe even years, or you can plug into a system that already works. The choice is simple. Build a hobby or build an asset. And if you're serious, I'll see you inside You Can Zaharia method. Let's build something that pays you, because you can.